I'm Jeff Bullock. I'm a CPA and an MBA. And what I want to do is I want to help people learn more about finances and how money and happiness work together. And I'm going to start this off with this parable called the Parable of the Orchard. And I'm just going to read this parable to you that I've written and go through the slides. If you like it, I'll be posting more of these, so you can keep a lookout for that. And so just like and subscribe. All right, so let's dive into this. In a magical land, there was a vast and beautiful orchard filled with trees of all kinds: apple, orange, pear, and more. Each tree was special, bursting with fruit, and glistened like treasure in the sun. The orchard was a place of joy, overflowing with sweet smells, laughter in the wind, and branches heavy with abundance. The trees shared their fruit with the animals and travelers. Life was rich. Then one day, something changed. The trees started to grow taller and taller. Their branches stretched high into the sky. Their leaves shimmered in the sunlight. Trees began to compare themselves to the tallest tree. Surely, they said, the tallest tree must have the most fruit. The orchard buzzed with admiration and envy. They reached upward, always hoping that the taller they got, the more fruit they'd grow. They stopped focusing on their roots, promising, once I'm the tallest, I'll go back to my roots. But the fruit didn't come. Their shiny leaves dazzled, but their branches held little fruit. Still, rumors whispered, the tallest tree bare the most. As they kept growing upward, their roots weakened. The orchard grew quiet. Fewer animals came. Fruit became scarce. When strong winds blew, many of the trees fell. Only a few trees still bore fruit, those that had never stopped tending their roots. They whispered, grow downward, strengthen your roots. That's where the fruit comes from. One apple tree listened. Though overshadowed by the other towering neighbors, the apple tree focused on its roots. It stretched downward instead of upward. It reached out beneath the earth, making connections with other trees, drawing nourishment, learning, and growing stronger. It was not short or tall. It was an average-sized tree. Then something amazing happened. The apple tree began to bear so much fruit that it overflowed. Saplings grew nearby, nourished by its strength. The tall trees mocked, why waste energy on saplings? Don't you want to be big like us? But the apple tree smiled. It knew its fruit and its connections were what mattered. Sometimes the apple tree was tempted to grow tall again, but when it looked at its fruit and its saplings, it remembered size isn't everything. Roots are. The apple tree had discovered a secret that others had forgotten. True life, real abundance, came from strong roots and meaningful connections. So the moral of this story really comes down to how we treat um, our finances and what we focus on, right? So a lot of people in our society right now are really just focused on what will give them the most financial happiness, most financial success. And this is highlighting that that will not bring happiness. Of course, we need to make the money. We need to reach for doing the best that we can. But at the same time, we need to not forget our connections. We need to not forget what really brings that joy. And it's not necessarily being the biggest and the tallest out there. It really does come with focusing on our relationships, our families, and that's really what's going to bring that happiness. We don't need to have all the money in the world for that. I hope you like that parable. Again, if you did like it, like and subscribe, and I'll be posting some more. Thank you.